I suppose I should address this before the YouTube crowd either leaves or moves over. McBuster says, where I got to scroll up here. Holy shit, Melton and Moody are doing gay ops galore. Melton's mods in Win by 2 and Chad. It's fucking creepy. Creepy watching the same mod and Chad simultaneously, a mod for Melton talking about gay ops live in Chad's chat. Memberships bought. Here's the deal. Nobody wins in these gay ops things because, number one person gets fucked with. And then number two, the other person has to realize they're 50 fucking years old and they're doing gay ops. It's over. Patrick and Moody, you're 50. You have no children, no family, no legacy to speak of. You're done. It's over. I mean, look, some legacies and bloodlines must end, so that's a good thing. But, like, you're 50 and you're doing gay ops on the internet. There's no need to even come back to that. That just is what it is. Now, I also saw a clip because, you know, I've said this for years and people are finally seeing it. Patrick Melton has no balls. Everything he does is performative. It's an act. He's a chicken shit. It was on Hack vs. Anonymous or Kiwi Farms, I believe. That Patrick Melton was begging me to come to his Hackamania event. Apparently, it's not selling well. Hackamania is on the ropes. And how ironic that Patrick, once again, just like when his streaming career was on the ropes, who did he go to rescue himself? Me. Hackamania apparently not doing well. Who's he going to? Me. And now, in the clip, as I understood it, because he's not a good broadcaster, Patrick said he either wants Nick Rekieta or myself at Hackamania. Now, judging by how things are going, no matter who you get, we're going to have to inform the state of Minnesota that we'll be out of the state. And with Nick probably having to be drug tested, I don't know if calling his probation officer and telling him that he, you know, a guy who's going to be drug and alcohol tested regularly for the next few years, I don't know if calling your probation officer and going, I'm going to Las Vegas, I believe that's what we call in the business a red flag. I don't know if that would behoove Nick to do that, but either way, Patrick was like, Snowcat says he went to Nick first, but Nick told him he'd have to ask probation. Yeah, what I'm on is just like I call a guy once a month and he makes sure I have a job. Or once a quarter, I'm sorry. I call a guy once a quarter and he's like, do you have a job? And I'm like, yeah. Do you live at this address? Yeah. Cool. It's really, I had to do my first one and I was like, oh God, how's this going to be? And I had my first one and it was like, I looked at my phone after, it was 1 minute and 10 seconds was the phone call. Nick's is going to be a little more involved than that. He's going to like have to really check in a lot and get tested and all that stuff. So Patrick says it's either, he said, I'll try Aaron or Nick and it's 48 hours. And I think I'm at like 36 or whatever. And he said, I'll pay for your airfare and I'll do this and I'll do that. Patrick, just knowing that you need me this bad is payment enough. Let me give you a counteroffer. I don't want to take your money because I don't know where it's been. Have you made it in nefarious ways? The things you say about children, I don't really know. I don't want your money because I don't know where it's been. But I will come to Las Vegas for free. Will I do the Hackamania event? Kind of. Listen to my idea. I think this is great. So what is it? You and all your people at Hackamania, I mean, Aaron is the worst guy in the world, right? He is our white whale. We just can't seem to take him down no matter how many harpoons. Queequeg Melton just can't seem to take. Captain Ahab Carl just can't seem to take down his white whale. I'm going to give you your chance. Here's my counteroffer, take it or leave it. And Patrick, we can't do this over streaming. You have to send me an email. We have to have some kind of correspondence. You can't count on Kiwi Farms to get me the message. But here's the deal. As you know, I am an amateur boxer. I have a fight coming up February 22nd. I think Mr. Jim's in Foley. got about 10 or 15 that have to be cut off of this in the next month and a half, or I'll be fighting in a corset. But I can always use the work. And if I go to Las Vegas, Lord knows I'm going to be plenty unhealthy, and I'll have to stay in somewhat half-assed fighting shape. So back in the 70s, George Foreman did this event. And during this event, George Foreman fought 5 opponents in one night. Knocked them all out. No, I'm sorry. He beat all 5 of them, did not knock them all out. You've got 4 or 5 guys who just want to open, one of them being Nick Rekieta. So here's what I offer to you, Patrick. I can get us into like the Mayweather boxing gym or whatever boxing gym you want to do. I just bring my athlete's book and my coach's book, my USA boxing book. I say, hey, I got some guys here. They want to get in the ring. Do you have a little time? We can work it out. And each of you can have 3-minute rounds, and you just take your shots. And I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to beat you up. I'm not going to do anything like that. I'm going to get working. I'm doing it to get work. But you guys have a chance to take all these words and all this anger and all this hostility you've had for all these years and take it out on me. And a guy who's not even going to hit you back very hard. I mean, a guy who's basically going to be a glorified sparring partner. So that's your opportunity. I'll save your money, take your money. You and your boys get to show that this heat you have with me is real. And it's not performative. It's not gay ops. It's not internet stuff, that you mean it. Or you can once again, in true Patrick Melton fashion, show that you're a punk bitch. Floor is yours, but I need 2 conditions. 1, need at least 4 of you, because it's got to be fair. If it's 1 or 2 of you, I'll fuck it. Even if I'm not trying, I'll fuck you. It's got to be at least 4, and Nick Rekieta has to be one of them. There you go. Simple enough. I'll come out. I'll do the thing. You, Nick, if Carl wants to, Carl can. If Rocco wants to, Rocco can. If Dick wants to, Dick can. Whoever. That's my counter. I save you a bunch of money. You guys get to get your hands on that Aaron that you hate so much. And it has to be streamed. There we go. All right. I had to get an official response on the record in 48 hours. Send me an email. Send me whatever. We cannot count on our communications being done via streaming. Now, is this the real Patrick? He says, see you Las Vegas, May 8th. I think that might be a fake Patrick Melton. I think that might be it. But if it's him, holy shit, that'd be great. I would give him a lot of credit. But doesn't he has to get Nick. He's got to get his other people together. All right, make it happen. Can we confirm the details of Boxing Live? Transparency. Yeah, and then, no offense if that's Patrick, I don't trust you at all because, as we've shown numerous times, you're a liar. So I do want pen to paper on this. I do want a commitment on your end because, again, to get into business with you without a guarantee or a backup is started. Let's see. What were the terms? Nick's got to confirm he's going to do it. There needs to be at least 4 of you who are willing to get in the ring. I organize, it shouldn't take much to call the club and just say, can we do this? I organize the thing. It's just top of my head. I'll send out a full list, but got to be at least 4 people. It's going to feel unfair if it's less than 4. Like, honestly. I think, yeah. Each of you get 3-minute rounds. Yeah, 3-minute rounds. I'm just thinking of anything that could fuck it up. Because, like, the club saying we don't want to be part of it, that would fuck it up. Because sometimes, I get it. Like, sometimes these gyms are a little, like, they don't want to be part of, they see it as a joke. Some places would be like, yeah, bring cameras in there. So it has to be streamed. 4 people. Nick's got to be one of them. We need that confirmed. And when you back out, there has to be some kind of a punitive measure for you backing out. That's because Patrick's backed out of this thing so many times that I need a guarantee that when he backs out, I'm compensated for my time. Because, again, I have no faith that he's going to follow through on this. He's going to publicly go, oh, yeah, I was going to do it. And then behind the scenes, he'll bitch out again. And then he'll go public and he'll go, well, I wanted to. I mean, a guy who lies that much, it's habitual. I mean, this is a guy who talks like I'm his arch nemesis. Like he's got to get his hands on me. And then I've given him ample opportunity to. Oh, no, it was him. The guy who fights strangers regularly. Yeah, he's the one who backed out. I'll send those. So those are the stipulations I have. I'll send you a full thing. I do want contract, though. I do want it in writing. I wouldn't do it if it was like Chad or somebody like that. But with Patrick, I mean, the dishonesty, I got to be covered on the back end, as it were. Another win for the toe. All right. Plus, we got Melton to back down off of another fight thing. Jesus Christ. A fight thing I didn't even ask for. He said, I need you to come to Hackamania to save my event. And I'm like, I won't go to your event. But I'll do like a fight 5 people in one night thing like George Foreman did at one of the gyms in Las Vegas. And I named my 5 people, and he said, I can't do it. Maybe we can still work something out. We'll see. But you'll have to come to me with a pretty good counteroffer.